Hey guys, I know it's been a while since I posted a video, but with artist release next week, I wanted to quickly go over how new and returning players can get caught up to endgame content in Lost Ark, and they've really added a bunch of catch-up mechanics for new players. I also wanted to quickly throw this out there before I dive into the rest of the video. We are about to get one of the biggest catch-up mechanics in the game next week, on March 15th with the artist class release. This will allow you to select a single character to use a story express pass on, which should help you get from 1 to 1340 item level very quickly. We are also getting another express event which can be used to get from 1340 to 1445 item level on one character. This isn't out quite yet, but it's worth noting because it's a lot of extra mats in the near future. We're also getting a Punica pass, which, as long as you have one character who has gotten to tier 3 content, will allow you to instantly boost up another tune to 1340 with all of their story quests, including Punica, completed already. This is really great if you wanted to swap your main character, or also just to have another alt in tier 3 to help you farm materials and have fun playing with. I'll have some timestamps set up for you guys, so if you're a returning player, you can find where you left off, and if you're a new player, you can always come back to reference this advice as you progress. And if this helps you out, please like and subscribe! I also stream on Twitch every day, so feel free to catch me live and ask questions. Links in the description. Alright, let's jump right into it. This guide won't go too in depth if you're in tier 1 or 2 content between 302 and 1100 item level. Just know that you need to get both tier 1 and tier 2 gear sets to plus 15, and you need to complete all of your story quests as you reach your item level milestones. With the express story mission, along with global honing buffs and 100% success rates, getting through this content should be extra fast as well. I'll have a tier 1 and tier 2 island guide for extra materials you can snag linked below if you're interested in that. I highly recommend doing islands on your first character as it will help you get to tier 3 as fast as possible. Once you've honed everything to plus 15 in tier 2 and also finished your Phaeton questline, you'll be able to sail to Punica, which is your first tier 3 area. Congrats! And now that you're in Punica and you finished your questline, make sure to do your chaos dungeons. Unlike with tier 1 and tier 2, you won't be able to buy your next set of gear off the marketplace, so you need to get all 6 pieces from your chaos dungeon runs. With a little luck, you'll get them all right away and you can transfer your old plus 15 gear onto your new gear. If you don't get all 6, you'll need to wait until reset to do more, or use an Aura of Resonance potion for extra runs if you have one. Your next goal is now going to be getting from 1302 to 1370 item level, and this has been made significantly easier with global honing buffs added to the game. Unlike with tier 1 and tier 2, there aren't many tier 3 islands to complete, so you'll start relying more on your dailies and weeklies to supply your materials for upgrades. Again, you're going to want to get your current set of gear to plus 15 to reach 1370, and if you're going to use the Hyper Express Pass we'll be getting in a few days, getting to 1370 and beyond that will be even faster. I also recommend keeping an eye out for event merchants in-game, marked by a pink vendor on the map. These are often events that go on in Lost Ark to help supply extra materials to your character through doing things like dailies, abyss dungeons, and later on raids, along with doing timed event activities that you can see on your timer menu. At the time of posting this video, we currently have the first anniversary event, which gives you cards for completing different dailies and raids. You can use these to buy shards, leap stones, and various other honing materials. They reset every week, so if there is an active event happening when you start playing, make sure to buy it out before weekly reset on your server. I also want to note you will reach a point honing to 1370 where you will no longer have 100% success rates, but the success rates are still increased, so just keep going until you get there. And now that you have plus 15'd all of your gear and are 1370 item level, you are actually about to begin your endgame journey. This is a huge first milestone as it unlocks Argos, your first 8-man abyss raid, and Areha hard mode, the hard version of Areha you probably completed going up to 1370, or maybe you skipped it, I don't know. Both of these instances are very important because they give you materials to craft your next set of legendary gear that you need to start honing. Hard mode Areha will give you an item called Empyrean Dawn. Make sure to buy all of the chests from both abyss dungeons. And Argos will give you Argos blood. Again, buy all of the chests. You get more gold from completing the gates than it costs to buy them. If you want to get your full legendary set in 1 week, after you're done running both Argos and hard mode Arehas, you'll need to go to the Craft Abyss Equipment Merchant in Punica to make your gear. You'll need to buy a chosen weapon with your Empyrean Dawn, and then buy as many armor pieces as you can. Then buy the rest of the armor that you're missing with Argos blood. You can craft the Preordained Diligence set for DPS and Harsh Oath set for support, but you won't have the full set bonus week 1. And really, the set bonus doesn't matter as this gear is temporary. And make sure when you go to hone these pieces, you go first to the Gear Transfer tab at the bottom of the honing panel and transfer your old gear onto your new gear. This will give you a free +6 on each piece to get started with. And now that you're 1370 with a full legendary set, you're officially ready to get started on your endgame journey in Lost Ark. The next major milestone you'll want to reach is 1415 item level, which is getting this new gear to +15. Keep doing your dailies, weeklies, and abyss raids/dungeons for materials and gold to hone. And if you need more gold, also make sure that once you've finished up your Una's taskbar, press Alt+J, from doing daily and weekly quests, claim your Una's tokens and take them to the gold shop to buy chests for more gold. You can do this every week. If you're starting or returning to the game after this video is live, you'll also be getting materials and gold from the Hyper Express event on one character, which will generally fast-track this whole honing process. At 1415 item level, you'll unlock your first Legion raid, which is Valton normal mode. I highly recommend looking up guides for this before jumping in, as it is an 8-man raid which has a decent amount of mechanics. Keep an eye out for learning parties for this content in Party Finder. Press Alt+Q and then find party, and if there aren't any, you can always make your own. Legion raids take a bit of time to learn, but they are very fun content, and Valton is a great starter raid to get familiarized with Lost Ark combat mechanics. Legion raids, like Oreha and Argos, also give you drops that let you craft your next set of equipment. In this case, you will get Valton bones that you can use at 1445 item level to craft your relic set, which I'll explain more in a moment. This will also be a weekly source of gold income for you, which will help with the honing process. 1415 is when you unlock relic accessories, and when I recommend you start saving up some gold to start getting your engraving set up. Ideally, you'll have 4 level 3 engravings. We call this 4 times 3, and eventually work toward 5 level 3 engravings, or 5 times 3, for a massive upgrade to your build. I'll leave an engraving calculator in the description to help you plan your set. And if you use the Hyper Express Pass on a character next week, they will also have 3 months of free 4 times 3 engravings while the event is active, which gives you plenty of time to buy the accessories and books you need off the marketplace to set them up for success. Many groups will check your engraving setup since it is a massive DPS increase. It's a bit less important on supports, so it's important to start working toward this early on as you'll need gold to buy everything. 1430 item level will be your next milestone, as it will unlock your second Legion raid, Vicus normal mode. Just like with Valton, take your time to find a learning party or set one up yourself after looking at some guides. This raid has a few more mechanics than Valton, so learning it might take a bit longer, but it's very important to get started on this content. Vicus will give you Vicus wings for completing each gate, which you will also need to craft your relic set at 1445. And once you've gotten to 1445, you'll be able to start crafting your relic gear pieces. Different classes and builds use different relic sets, which you can buy from the Legion Commander Gear Crafting NPC. So do some research on which set you want to craft beforehand. Make sure that you gear transfer again, as you won't get reset levels this time around. Your +15 legendary piece will transfer to a +15 relic piece. This is also the gear you'll hone all the way to +20, which is 1490 item level, so you'll keep it for a long time. Relic set bonuses are amazing, and they are when most classes and builds start to become really fun. Not only will they significantly upgrade your damage/supporting capabilities, they have their own unique bonuses that will change up your playstyle. And you'll be able to change these set bonuses around for free later on when you unlock gear conversion. So if you do buy the wrong set, don't worry about having to buy a new relic piece. In order to unlock gear conversion, you can click the button under your character screen. You'll need to have gotten 55 Velton bones and 55 Vicus wings respectively. It doesn't actually cost these materials to convert your gear, and you don't need them in your inventory. You just need to have gotten them in total. And then you'll be able to swap your set for other sets whenever you want for no charge at all. I like using the Betrayal set in Chaos Dungeons, for instance. It makes dailies a lot easier. 1445 is also when you unlock Valton Hard mode. There are only a few differences between Valton Hard and normal, so this fight shouldn't be too crazy for you. Remember, you can always set up your own group if you aren't running this with anyone or aren't getting accepted into other groups. The honing process will continue to be the same as you progress through the game, although success rates from here on out will start to go down some. And now that you have your relic set, your goal will be to keep honing your gear all the way to +20. I also recommend that you do your weekly Challenge Abyss and Challenge Guardian raids that you see in the Alt-Q menu for extra materials. These are equalized contents that you can matchmake for that give you extra honing materials to progress with every week. I recommend doing these on your highest item level character, as the rewards will scale toward them, and you can only do them once a week, once per roster. At 1460, you'll unlock Vicus Hard Mode, and at 1475, you'll unlock the Kukul Seidon Legion Raid, which is your first and only 4-man Legion Raid. While Valton and Vicus Hard Mode will give you more gold, bones, and wings respectively, Kukul Seidon gives trumpets, which will let you upgrade your relic set to level 2. It's important not to skip this Legion Raid, as level 2 of your relic set is a pretty big upgrade and will be useful for when you tackle the Belshazzar Legion Raid at 1490, which is currently the newest Legion Raid of Lost Ark. I'm not going to talk about what to do after 1490 for the sake of time in this video, but if you'd like another video covering that, let me know. I hope this information was helpful for you, and if it was, please like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, come ask me on Twitch. I'll also have an artist guide coming out soon, so keep an eye out for that. Thank you so much for watching, good luck with your honing, and I'll catch you guys next time.